Good evening, everyone, and there are a couple of things that keep me awake at night. The first is my osteoarthritis, and the second one is budget lady snoring. There are three things that keep me awake at night. The first one is my osteoarthritis, the second one is budget lady snoring, and the third one is the Russian Iskander missile system. There are four things that keep me awake at night. The first is my arthritis, budget lady snoring, the Russian Iskander, and Houthi drones. So these are the things that keep me awake at night. The Russian Iskander and Houthi drones, a bit of snoring and osteoarthritis. And how am I going to counter this as a regional Malagasy power? Well, I've had these strike drones for a while. These are part of my regional missile force. Super Angry Butterfly Mark 1 and 2. The Mark 2 is the stealthy one, and the Mark 1 is the one to basically just drain the enemy air defences and blow stuff up. I've had the ground-launched cruise missile. There it is, the Tomahawk. And I've had the Mad Maxwells Silver Hammer IRBM. But I haven't had anything to rival the Iskander missile system. Now, of course, the Iskander is one of Russia's best missile systems, and you can't just use an IRBM to target bad actors in the region, because when you fire an IRBM, it's an intermediate range ballistic missile. The trajectory will alert everyone there's a nuclear power in the area, and you could accidentally trigger a nuclear war. However, SRBM systems, or short-range ballistic missile systems, are slightly different. And these are the kind of things that Israel and Iran have been lobbing at each other. And of course, Russia has been using the formidable Iskander to target Ukraine. And this is my analogue to the Iskander. So this morning, this truck was out delivering Pepsi Max to the citizens of WHATIF, Madagascar. And this evening it has a short-range ballistic missile constructed from two F-22A fuel tanks. Fuel tanks from a model kit, and a toy truck, articulated truck with its tractor there. And basically I've cut the lid into three sections. This one is closed, that's where the second missile would go, and this one is in the elevated ready to fire position. The crew compartment and guidance systems and air conditioning are bolted on at the front, and the whole idea is that this can be easily reloaded by a crane, and this gives a 600 kilometer range, around 600 kilogram payload, which is good enough to do some damage. And it can be used to target anyone who's got an Iskander type system. So I can have them on the top of the triangle at Socotra, and I can have them in the forward bases in Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi and such like, and target enemy positions should they decide to mess with NATO, the Malagasy treaty organisation. So it's a very simple build, but one that I've really enjoyed making. The deficiency against the Iskander is mainly in the fact that this system here isn't like an off-road truck like the M1014 with the ground-launched cruise missile. It is a commercially available truck system with commercial trailer tractors, which is very similar to my Mad Maxwell Silver Hammer IRBM. The good thing about that is because it is a commercially available system, I'm not spending lots of money developing technological solutions like high mobility solutions. It's an off-the-shelf commercial unit. It can be built by the WHATIFians in mass at Southrup, and it gives me a lot of alternatives. So I can launch from the regional missile forces, I can launch long-range drone strikes, I can do short-range ballistic missile strikes. I've got air-launched ballistic missiles. And then if it gets into an existential crisis, I can use the conventional IRBM Mad Maxwell Silver Hammer, which is made from a 1 in 35th torpedo and torpedo tube from the Bronco kit, and I can use that. And of course, all of these are budget modelling solutions, with the exception of the ground-launched cruise missile. These are all budget things that you can make for limited money, which is, to me, a really good part of modelling. So I hope you like this. F-22A fuel tanks from Revell. and there is a new WHATIF missile system to go with the regional missile complex. Take care, goodbye.